The theme today is that this is a new world. It's an ecosystem now, right? And we need everybody together. So what does that mean for Pfizer as a part of this broader development community? I noticed over at your hub, you've got all the sustainable development goals displayed. Yes. Am I to understand, this is really the framework you're using, like at the board level, at the senior level in the company, you're looking at these and saying, this is our framework?
I believe it or not, and I think some people have been shocked to find out, we are all in on the SDGs. And I think that's because we do think it's a great roadmap. Now we have to figure out metrics, and let's be honest, health as goal number 3 is broad and vast, and we need to hone in on where Pfizer can contribute. But we really believe in the power of measuring impact against those SDGs. I mean, if we're going to achieve them, we've got to measure them, and we see them as a great roadmap for us to get on board.
And right off the bat, that's a pretty good sign versus the MDGs, which took a long time to get adoption. Absolutely. And buy-in. The fact that a company like yours, day one, is saying we're in, is news. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
When you come to an event like this and you're meeting this broad ecosystem of actors, I'm sure there are a lot of social entrepreneurs and NGOs and others who might say, how do we partner with Pfizer? How do we reach the kind of scale that they can help us reach, or get the kind of innovation that you have access to as a science and tech-based company? Give them a sense of how they might work together, what you're looking for in a partner.
Well, it's interesting because we have partnerships across the board in our core business, as you said, but also in our social investment strategy. And I think for us, we're shifting a little bit and thinking about working directly with entrepreneurs. We've got 15 entrepreneurs. We're starting small, but we're supporting them directly. And our goal is to provide cash and in-kind support to take their ideas farther.
What kind of ideas or entrepreneurs are you talking about?
Sure, we're talking about a group, for example, that took milk crates, that took crates in Africa and has expanded them to be roadside clinics, right? And they have a fee-for-service model that is breaking even. Now, if we can help them take that a bit farther, take that model, expand those clinics, then that is a good business proposition. They're making money, they're breaking even, they're charging a reasonable amount for that healthcare, and we're sure of the quality of the healthcare that those individuals are receiving. Now, for us, it's a new way to think about it, and it's not at the scale that you might imagine Pfizer to have initially, but we want to learn from those entrepreneurs. We want to understand what kind of innovation is happening on the ground, be able to bring that back into Pfizer and the Pfizer Foundation and figure out ways to support it.
Yeah, and it's like something that maybe not everybody understands about the healthcare industry in general, which is it's not necessarily the shared value approach. You're always looking out to how do you solve health problems for people who need them? How do you improve lives around the world, whether or not it's a market today?
Right. And it was interesting in some of the previous sessions, we talked about market failure and we talked about how markets grow and develop. And I said, at the end of the day, our greatest contribution to the SDGs is to do our business and do it well. So we discover, we develop, and we bring to market new medicines. If we do that, we're achieving health goal number 3, right? But, of course, we need to be more creative about how more of those medicines reach patients. And that's where these creative mechanisms come in, whether it's the entrepreneurs who are giving us new ideas for distribution, or if it's new financing mechanisms that allow us to bring a product at a price that's more affordable to more patients more quickly than we might normally do.
And that's what we mean, I think, here at Devex World when we're talking about innovation. It's not just new technology or a new gadget. A new financing mechanism is a kind of innovation, and it's exactly
Absolutely.
What we need to figure out how to get a company like Pfizer that is a part of this community to reach the kind of scale that it can.
Absolutely.